Thank you so very much. I appreciate it immensely.
I'm glad we contributed to a much better stream.
Anyway, welcome back, everyone. This is Dr. John Wolfenstein, or some of you might know me, Wolf King Ryo. And once more, it is time for another episode of Tyranny of Dragons. I believe this is episode 5. We are actually making progress, maybe. I would like to once more introduce you to my wide array of colorful misfits, or characters, or heroes. We'll start in the order they appear on my screen. Our Wood Elf Fighter Serial, played by Mr. Mason.
And as always, let's get to the fighting.
The ever curiously twisted She of Water and Earth. I keep forgetting what you are. You're like a
Simic hybrid.
Yes,
Simic hybrid.
Yeah, but to be fair, she kind of forgets what she is too. So
our Simic hybrid, who will someday get art for her little token. Even if
I have to find something appropriately like Lovecraftian and evil, but for now,
anyway, She of
At
Water
some point,
and
I'm
Earth.
just gonna throw up a fucking Murloc.
Our hybrid fish lady, and our local barbarian, played of course by the lovely Callie Cat.
I'm all the rage.
Yeah. Our very stone friend,
Laugh.
the Druid of Wildfire, a UA variant on a Druid subclass, which is fun. I've enjoyed it so far and all the possibilities it can do.
Oh god, so much summoning Torchic.
Ouch. Our Earth Genasi Wolfenite, played by Matt.
I know I can burn them, but I don't have enough magic to burn all of them. So escape's my only option.
And of course,
We have to get more ingredients.
and of course, our chameleon lady, the rogue of our group, played by the ever small and inquisitive Eric.
I think we should get running today.
So, when last we left off, you wonderful guys and gals and things in between. I'm just kidding. There's only anyway. At any rate, we ended with this sound happening. There it goes.
Oh.
Oh, I don't have the sound on. Hold on.
There be Durgans about.
Yeah, it was that dragon roar from last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a giant lightning bolt that broke one of the parapets, or one of the towers. Of
Yeah,
the
it broke one of the towers of the fort behind us.
Yup. I'm just gonna leave that to play in the background just a little bit. Or at least I'll play it every time it becomes relevant. In the meantime, I actually want to find some music to play because I think it's important.
I mean, proper sound setting is never a bad thing.
Callie, I sent you a picture on chat.
Oh.
I found this in my tokens folder.
That's actually pretty appropriate. That might be what I need to use. Just a giant mouth.
It's the only thing I had like on tap. I was like, wait, I might actually have something for this. Like,
It's actually really
strangely
appropriate.
enough.
Alright, so all this audio is provided by Roll20. I am not the owner, nor the creator, nor am I monetizing anything from this. This is all for fun. Copyright is protected. Anyway, so, to all the rest of you, I would like you all to determine what the hell you're going to be doing. And to do that, I think the only fair way is to roll initiative.
God damn it.
Oh, by the by,
Yeah, that's reasonable.
this is the dragon that's attacking.
Oh yeah, that's a blue dragon, all right.
Yeah.
No. No.
I mean, you
no.
saw him very close up when he, obliterated the tower. Because he got really close.
Can I ask a DM question?
You can ask any kind of
I have
question.
2 DM questions.
Okay.
One, how to get the sound back on, because I messed up.
Go to setting. In the top right, there's a gear or a cog, and it says My Settings, and it says Master Music Volume Level.
Okay, I have that on.
And you drag it all the way to the end, or wherever
But
you
I
feel
don't
comfortable.
hear anything. I didn't get the audio.
Uh-oh.
Sadness.
That is sadness. I would suggest refreshing Roll20 then.
Okay, be right back.
I'm slightly turning down the music.
That's fine. Turn it down to your comfort level. I've turned it down to mine. Hopefully you lovelies who are watching can hear it. If you can't,
Now I can
that's
hear
okay.
it. Yep.
Um,
Alright, that's question 1.
okay.
My second question is just a confirmation. So we were finding out about a dragon. Now we know it's a blue dragon. So did we ever have a clue from Blue? Thought it was a blue dragon.
Yes, because you saw it flying around in the sky.
Yes,
Okay,
we got
cool.
the
Even
news
from a
clue.
distance. You
So we
know-
do have a blues clue. Okay.
Oh boy, this is great.
Okay, on this thing, she immediately, her,
Click
oh,
your
yeah,
character
yeah,
and click
initiative. and take care of the initiative part.
Just,
There wasn't anything that required initiative, but,
that's fine. I want to do this as fairly as possible.
let me pull up my sheet. Why is this not doing what it needs to be doing?
Also, Matt, do me a favor. Click your character token, and then click initiative.
I did, though. That's what I did. Did it not do it?
No.
Did not do the thing.
Oh my...
It is.
It did
Oh,
it
wow.
that time, and I will adjust your score.
Oh, sadness.
You rolled
Oh,
a 10.
Then he rolled a 21.
I mean, you can see why I'm upset, because the first time I thought I did it right, and then it told me I lied.
No, it tells you were wrong, but you should be used to that.
Oh? How?
And it's okay.
Wait.
Oh, right. Before we begin any further, I need everyone to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Meowsome. Alright, Meowsome saving throw.
At disadvantage, right?
No.
Oh, whoops, I
Because I'm exhausted.
That's not on saving throws.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. Okay,
It's
putting
just
that in normal
ability
then.
checks.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 3. That's, yeah.
Oof. Really? Really? I rolled a 3. These dice are loaded.
These dice are loaded.
I'm
Like one of
sorry,
your
we
best
both-
stats.
we both made 3s on the same roll in the same turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna put these cute little symbols on all your characters because something interesting that I'm sure some of you know because of your long experience with D&D, dragons have this thing that just looking at them is fucking terrifying, and
Okay,
so
yeah, that's
you are now
open
under
for.
the effect of its frightful presence, as is most of the people who are with you.
What does frightful presence do?
Oh, you have to use you use every means necessary to get farthest away from the dragon as possible.
Well, let me,
I was already under that effect before this started.
well,
Kinda.
let me be very clear here, as said by the D&D handbook, the PHP. Frightful presence gives you the frightened status condition. For those of you who are new to D&D, you can achieve many status conditions: grappled, restrained, frightened, prone, invisible, etc.
Charmed.
Yep. Frightened is the effect of Frightful Presence. A frightened creature has disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature cannot willingly move closer to the source of the fear. So you guys cannot willingly move towards this dragon, but that does not stop it from approaching you. So, just a heads up.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys are among a band of about 20 or so defenders on this wall. The Watchers on the wall. Make your own Game of Thrones joke here.
Well, I mean, how many of them are white?
Mason stream.
No, the White Watchers, Matt. It's a Game of Thrones reference.
It's White Walker, but, you know.
I mean, he wasn't specific.
Hashtag play on words. Fuck off.
I'm offended.
Okay, be offended.
Alright.
Anyway. So, let's start with you, Mr. Mason. What are you doing?
Why is it when I don't want to go first, I'm first?
Been going first in like the last 2 sessions.
Yeah,
I mean,
because you're the
you can hold that.
fastest.
Well, it's time to rally up the group anyway. I mean, we've got to find our way out of this situation.
Situation. I mean, it's fair.
I'm gonna get as far away from the dragon as possible and move over down towards Darmy.
Hi.
Okay, so that's about 40 feet of movement is about the distance. Because
Okay,
Darmy
so I
didn't
can
want to
get-
get very close to Escobert, you know, back when he first came on the wall, and now has even less reasons to want to be next to him.
Right,
That's
so I can get about 30. Puts me a bit closer. And I don't think they'd notice a stray crossbow bolt flying somewhere in that direction.
So you're aiming at the kobolds down below, not the dragon
just like
above?
as running.
Basically, as I'm running, it's just a pot shot off into a crowd.
Roll to hit. 21 will hit something.
I'm not sure what you hit. I don't even think Serial knows what he hit.
You're pretty confident that something you hit died. You're not sure what, but it probably died.
You heard us
Kobold
speak and then silence. Thank you. Thank you, Eric.
That was appropriate.
Yeah, you're not sure what died, but it died. So
You hope.
no, he's pretty sure. Like on a scale of like 1 to 10, he's probably sitting at like a 7.5.
Maybe an 8.
7.5.
That's fair.
I know it's fair. I'm the DM. I am nothing but fair.
And conceded.
I am not conceited. It is called a healthy respect for oneself. Anyway, SWE, what are you doing?
So
There are lots of fishes all around you, and one big fish.
yeah,
One much bigger
To play-
fish.
To play in character, let me think here. So, I'll be honest here. She's mostly motivated by survival, and she sees no chance at survival right now. At least in terms of staying here.
Fair.
So even outside of abandoning friends and everything, she will probably dash to the door on the way out. The door that we used to get out last time. You know, the right down towards the south part of the map.
2.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you
And-
do notice that there is a basically large force on that side as well.
Her rough plan is trying to gather whoever she can and fight her way out. But being in fear and panic, it's more of a blurble of nonsense, but it's basically her screaming, too many fishes, flee.
I mean, alright.
School is a touching class.
Which is... Yeah.
Wow.
Why is that so funny to me?
It's a school of fish.
I get it, Matt. I laughed.
I know, but I wasn't sure if you understood why.
But yeah, she is completely freaked out. Like, sees no possibility of staying here and winning. So, with her shouting at people and like giving directions, can she get anybody to follow her? Assuming that they're just equally afraid.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Persuasion, sure. Hold on. Hit disadvantage. I'm trying to get used to doing that. And persuasion. Oh!
Oh! That's pleasant surprise.
You get one person to like kind of look at you and go, like nod in like absolute terror, but they're shaking so bad that they can't actually move.
She can like pull them a little bit, right? Being big and strong and kind of just getting them to go in the right direction.
Well, so,
Basically, we're breaking line of sight of the dragon and fleeing.
Well, so the dragon always has line of sight of you because it's above
Oh,
you.
no,
Because, you know,
yeah.
the third dimension.
Well, but it's okay. You read the rules. It's if we have line of sight of it. So if we're running away and not looking at it,
I mean, you can always run away from it. That's the thing. Is you can
that's
run
the
away,
point.
you
Yeah,
just
we're
can't
running
approach.
away. So
Well, I mean, yes, you could, but because you are panicked and because you are blurbing too many fishes, no one really understands you, and the guard just knows that you're pointing down and like waving. So he's kind of following what you're saying.
yeah, just have her blurb about the door. The door. You know.
So it took your action to convey a message loud enough and comprehensive enough that anyone would understand you. And you got
Okay.
this one guy who speaks your kind of crazy, at least well enough.
Who very much understand, and it's not crazy if everybody should run. For the record.
I mean, you're kind of crazy.
Okay, that's still a movement and
And an action, yes. Or a bonus action.
well, it depends which one you want to classify it as.
Well, so the conveying the message was an action. So you still
Okay.
have a movement and a bonus.
Okay, well,
There are
just
certain
movement then.
there are certain effects that end fear prematurely.
But I don't have any more rage stacks. I don't have anything else, so I gotta
Oh.
just flee.
Oh, you poor barbarian with no rage.
Oh yeah,
Used
no,
to.
because
Can you really be
Yeah,
called
yeah,
a
used
barbarian
to,
when you
and I-
can't rage?
Yes.
it actually doesn't stop fear.
I think it just makes you a beefy fighter.
And that's all it does, is make you beefy fighter. As crazy as it is, I'm reading the rage rules, and yeah, nothing.
That's in Berserker when you
Oh,
choose
yeah.
And
Berserker.
you have to get the Berserker one for...
Yes, yes, yes.
And Charmed and or
I'll be
Fear.
honest, that's why a lot of barbarians take Resilient Wisdom. But anyway, so there's the plan. She is gathering whatever she can to run with her, and she's no longer paying attention to the dragon. She is running away. Because all the guards and everything, she's pretty much got the plan that we can fight our way out to the river that's there.
Once she's in the river, she's good.
She doesn't really care about everybody else. That's actually kind of the sad part. She just knows that she can escape if she does this.
I mean, fair enough.
It's a bad character trait, but survival is her first motivation.
I mean, you know, you do you there. Sparky. Okay, so so you wanted to use your full movement to...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so to get to the stairs, that is going to be, let's see, you guys were about here, the stairs are kind of over here. So you're looking at about at least 2 rounds in order, a full movement to get there. And in that second one, you'd have to dash.
Okay, well that's fine, but she's gonna continue at least as a free action, right? Because conversations are free actions. Keep blurbing and pointing.
Yes, you can keep blurbing and pointing.
Yeah, we're gonna keep things moving because she is in full retreat.
All right, fair enough.
And if any party members happen to see her, the message has been delivered.
Oh, good.
I mean, fair enough.
Right, we're good.
All right, Darmy.
So, I can ignore stairs and go straight down walls. How fast would, if I use my full movement, 60 feet, how fast could I get to the tunnel? Or, how close could I get?
Well,
because I don't need to use the stairs.
True, but you still would have to climb or take serious fall damage.
But it's like you said, it's less than 20 feet down, right? From where we're at?
No.
How high are we up?
And that is what I'm currently looking up right now, is just how high up is this thing. And I have an actual book I should be using for this section because I actually have a hard copy. But being that it is a castle, being that it has kept a adult dragon, or it's a keep rather, but being it's kept an adult dragon from simply walking over its walls, I'd have to say it's at least as big as the dragon, if not more, and being that the dragon is a huge
maybe up to
creature, well,
40 feet?
The dragon hasn't simply just walked in.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to say that it's probably on par, if not bigger than, the dragon.
Or like its eyes might be able to see over it.
No, because you were looking down, and you know the people were fairly small.
Okay.
This particular keep, you could see it in the poster.
My question is, would it be faster to use the stairs or just use the dash action to descend the wall?
Oh, it would be faster to descend the wall, at least for you.
Yeah. I can move 40 feet down.
Yes.
In my turn. That's...
Yes. Where are you, you bastard? I know it has a description in here. I'm going to say that the keep is at least... got 80-foot high walls, so that puts you at about 75 feet off the ground at current, because you're on the parapets.
The stairs do take a while.
Well, to get to the stairs, you're about, if you use dash, movement, bonus action to dash again, you could get there in a round and a half. But that is using your full movement speed 3 times in a row, which rogues can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash, but use it down the wall. Yeah. So, 40 feet vertically, and then use my action to dash.
And then your movement to get towards the keep door.
Yeah, basically, I'm gonna use all my movement to descend the wall and get into the courtyard and move towards the keep.
You would be about a third of the way towards the keep if you did that. And
that's what I want to do.
Okay. Congratulations, you have run. Alright. Oh. I forgot one very important person who needs to have an initiative.
The dragon?
Of course the dragon gets an initiative.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Thank God for all
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, we're all like, I got like what 7 HP right now. Yeah.
No, you have 25. You all got healed real quick before you came out here.
Oh, okay, but I don't. Okay, well I'm taking it because I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
wasn't told about this.
It's been a minute. You've all been healed, but you haven't gotten the benefits of a long or short rest.
God damn!
Alright.
We haven't
Well,
got
at
the
least I got
benefits
the
of that long rest. Oh, that barbarian and that caster are really hurting right now.
Yeah, but with 25 HP, I feel so much better. I had 7 after that conflict in the gate.
Yeah, we got
you
some
beat
quick
Tank.
healing.
Wolfenite, it is your turn.
Is there a hay bale below me somewhere down 80 feet down below?
No.
You cannot Assassin's Creed this.
I was just thinking that.
There's
I mean,
not enough hay
Assassin's
in
Creed
the
or death,
world.
I'd take either one.
There's not enough hay in the world for the Assassin's Creed bullshit. That's why it's in a video game, not real life.
I mean,
Granted,
that's
this
what we're
is a
doing, but okay.
game, man.
But in real life says.
Okay,
Like,
one sec.
wait.
I need to reassess something very quickly.
I mean,
Stat-wise, I need to see what can I do in desperation.
Run.
So the dragon has not attacked you. It also is not in range. You know that there is a massive army of raiders and kobolds on the below you. Although it looks like the defenders are also aiming down at them.
Am I closer to the stairs, or am I closer to this little the roofs of these little buildings next to me?
You are closer to the roofs of those little buildings, but those roofs are about 40 feet below you. At the tallest, one is 40 feet below you.
That's about 46 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
If you
46
jump.
bludgeoning. If you jump. Jump! You can fly!
My character's almost fearful enough to do that, but I want to check something. Did I not come with rope? Are you serious? Oh wait, I do. I have 50 feet of it. Okay. How far down did you say the roof was?
40
And we're
feet.
about 75 feet up, which means those buildings are like 3 stories tall that you'd be jumping off of after you used your rope.
You don't even know what those buildings are, to be perfectly honest.
Well, there's this big building, then there's a little building right next to the big building.
Yeah, you don't even know what.
Are you
those
going to try to Assassin's Creed?
No, I'm just trying to find the quickest way down, because I think this might be the quickest way down.
That's what I did. I can climb walls, though.
Yes, but I'm not you, so I'm gonna grab a piton, a hammer, and some rope.
It will take your action to rig this. It will take your bonus action to pull out all that stuff.
That's fine, as long
Like,
as I
so
can
that's your
descend.
round? No, you wouldn't be able to descend this round, is what I'm saying. Like, to set this all up.
Right. To climb is an action for you. Sorry. But it is.
That's fine. It's okay. I'll die. I'll continue doing this as quickly.
This is
as
Matt's
possible.
course of action. This is the...
I'm stuck at this far end of the wall for some reason. I don't know why. So I didn't even want to be up here.
So, our defenders.
We're not defenders. What are you talking about?
We have allies.
You mean meat shields?
They stabbed me. They're not allies. They are.
We are
fearful
we have many
together at best.
We have discerned that there, like always, there's a few backstabbers, like a few of the people we've worked with in the past.
We have many fishes that we can all send in one direction as we flee.
Ah!
Wait, we don't have a work history. What are you talking about?
Anyways, let's continue.
Anyways, the defenders, about 5 of them aim down, or at least 5 that you can see, aim down and fire into the crowd. The others all seem to draw arrows, crossbows, and aim up. All of
And
them
shoot
looking
the dragon.
very scared. Well, no,
Like,
the dragon's not in
kill it.
range. The dragon's not in range right now.
Oh.
However, you also see Escobert just, he kind of looks up at the dragon, or at least where it is, and nods his head slowly. And then he inhales and bellows. When he does so, you watch as a bright light engulfs him and everyone around him. The people around him seem to come out of the fear effect of the frightful presence. Although, granted, that's only 4 people.
Yeah.
But still, and he now has this glowing light above him as he looks down at the... What the heck? I'm hearing growling. But anyway, as he looks down at the raiders, never surrender! And then looks up with a hammer in hand, getting ready to throw it at the dragon. And the dragon comes in. Now, the dragon looks to the defenders as they are the easy targets, and does this. You motherfucking... Okay, so, lightning breath.
Do you have this? Do you have the effect?
Do I have the effect? Yes.
Yeah, you can
I
do
did
an basic
one of it.
effect.
Yes, I do, but I also don't know how to use Roll20 that well yet. So.
You click electricity and you drag a line from the dragon.
Or you could have all of us make lightning noises, I'm just saying.
I like that second option much better.
No,
Aww.
as fun as that sounds.
Don't worry, I'll do it anyways, and I'll find a lightning sound effect.
I mean, I was thinking...
Not that one, not a Jacob's ladder.
I love Jacob's ladder.
Anyway, I'm not too worried about it as of right now. Because you watch as 3 of the defenders are turned to vaporized ashes. Kind of immediately. And the dragon then flies back up. As it flies, however, all of the defenders who were holding their action, including Escobar, all attack. Granted, most of them don't find their mark, but you watch as Escobar's hammer flies true and smacks against this thing. At least the underbelly of it. And, yeah. The dragon just kind of continues to fly up and back out of,
Reach.
back out of reach. But I mean, he hit it. And it did look like it took some damage. I mean, there's little bleeding happening.
It looks like there might be some cracks in the scales.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Aww. Let's see. Why do I not have... I don't have electric. Anyway. So, next is, Serial. What are you doing?
Continuing my mad dash around to get downstairs while firing pot shots into the crowds.
Okay, which one do you want to do first? Because you can get to the stairs this round with your movement.
Yep.
Pot
let's do
shot,
the
then stairs.
first. Yep, and while I'm running... Okay, that's blood up in the corner. While I'm running, pot shot will go off that direction this time.
Alright. Roll. Roll a D100 for me. So, the string on your crossbow snaps,
Don't worry, he has more.
and you must get it repaired before it can be used again. But, I mean, you know.
Aw, one of my 2 hand crossbows snapped.
But you managed to make it to the stairs.
Oh snap! What will you do now? Sorry.
Anyway.
Didn't Callie go before me last time?
Yeah, that was kind of odd.
I don't know why it switched the two of you, but...
Do
Callie,
we have
go
the
ahead and
same
go first.
dexterity?
You might.
No, you have better decks than me.
That might be why it auto-switched us once you, like, arranged it.
Yeah, probably.
And Callie did roll first, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that was odd. Okay, so who?
Well then, Darmy goes first.
Darmy Shed.
Yes. So you
How close am I to those, gates?
you can get
To the-
into the keep proper at the end of this round, but you'll only be able to get to the door. The courtyard isn't
Like-
small.
Small, I know. But yeah, I'm gonna use my full action to get into the keep.
Well, get to the doors and open them.
Yeah, get to the doors and open them.
Yeah. So, Darmy is now at the keep doors and has opened them.
Let me move my character to the keep doors. Like, they're like right here, right?
Here, thereabouts.
Can I switch my token really quick while we're doing this?
Go ahead. SWE.
Can you delete my token?
I can.
So that it's the same thing as last time, but now with a dash.
You might want to
I
make
guess?
that smaller.
Yes. You would
Thank
have
you.
to dash
There you go.
to get to the stairs. Oh,
Yeah, so
now the effect goes
same
off.
thing as last time.
For me, that was a huge
Oh.
time delay. Okay, so you're right next to Syria.
Right, and still, of course, trying to save everybody, but mostly just running for dear life.
Yeah, your free action is, you know, run, doors, run, fishes, door, fish.
Well, mostly sending people in a direction. I mean, you figure that if everybody is scared of this thing, they aren't standing their ground. And so she's more like being a rallying point than anything. It's more like, oh, I probably shouldn't fight while all the heroes run away.
I mean,
Because we were like, awesome stuff.
you're assuming they think you're heroes.
Oh, no, I'm mostly assuming that they know. I mean, they've seen us like wipe out the gate and all the other stuff we did.
Yeah, you're assuming that.
Yeah, it's a pretty good assumption. Come on.
Wolfenite. You can
Because
now
we're all
climb
still
down
feared,
your ladder.
Yeah, everybody fighting for their lives seems kind of silly, but sure.
I'm glad to finally flee this hellhole.
Oh, I'm sorry. Serial, SWE, and Darmy all make wisdom saves, please.
Oh, wisdom saves?
Yes,
Alright.
please.
More wisdom save!
Normal wisdom. Good. Oh, there we go. Maybe.
Hey!
Darmy, you are no longer feared.
Woo! However, you are dead. That is because you are dead.
Serial. Nope.
I definitely didn't.
Matt.
I'd be sliding down this rope as quickly as possible to that tiny roof.
Roll me an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice, because you're using a rope.
Rope!
I'm sorry, rappelling looks more like acrobatics than athletics.
Yeah. Ah!
Why are you rolling with disadvantage? Oh, because you're
it's a skill
I
check
have
and he's
been.
exhausted.
Oh.
So, it doesn't
Give
go
him the
great. You slip, fall, and take.
Oof.
Thankfully, though, you only take 3d6 fall damage.
Oof.
You know what? That's fine.
I mean, hey, you're alive. And
You got down past it.
Yep, if I get sneezed on, I'll die.
And you're down to this place that's.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, he will at the end of his turn. But you're at this place that's like 40 feet above the ground, or 30-ish feet above the ground. So I mean, you know, there's that. Also, you look down over the edge. This looks like it's a window box of some description. Or at least it extends a window. So, I mean, there is a window right under you with a ledge or a bed or a, you know... an alcove you could, you know, break through and into.
Okay. That'll be, I guess, next turn.
Is there a balcony on the far side towards us?
There's a balcony here.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Roll a wisdom saving throw, please, there, Wolfenite. Oh, no.
No.
I'd like to say, once again, these dice are loaded because it rolled a 3 on my wisdom saving throw. Again.
Just be true. So the
They're
defenders...
loaded, how dare you!
So the defenders are all looking up, and again, now all of them are looking up. But there are only, you know, 17 of them as opposed to 20.
20.
Well, there are now 17.
You keep slightly cutting out for me.
Sorry. There were 20. There are now 17.
Okay.
And they all hold their actions to aim up. Let's see. Does the dragon regain his breath? He does not. So he just spends the his whole round just flying around and roaring down at you. Rah!
Being intimidating.
I mean, something like that. Anyway.
Nope, now I don't have to look for an effect in the background anymore.
Yep. Serial. You can get down the stairs on your turn.
Yeah, I'm downstairs.
Did you want to do anything else?
I'm gonna hold action, get my light crossbow ready in case the dragon comes back.
Awesome. So you're holding an attack action should the dragon come within range.
Aye.
Okay. SWE.
Well, you know her plan.
Yeah. Okay, you're able to get down the stairs on your turn.
Right. Down the stairs it is.
That's about as far as you get.
Action and everything. Because I've taken 2 dashes so far.
Oh, that's right. So you're able to get about a third of the way to the doors.
Well, I'll let you move me wherever. And just for roleplay purposes, she's skin has completely taken on a kind of purplish tint, and her eyes are practically just like bulging out in fear.
I mean, fair.
It's a full-on panic.
Alright. Both Serial and SWE can make wisdom saves.
Meowsome save coming up. Nope. She's scared.
Okay, Serial? Nope, you're scared too. Alright. Wolfenite!
It's my turn. Thank you.
Where'd you go?
Why am I not? Oh, because you deleted my token.
Right. Hold on.
I had a 16, so let me
Yeah.
re-add myself to initiative really fast.
God damn you.
Yeah, you should have been above me again. But due to there.
Okay. Darn me.
Yeah. There. And
Go ahead.
so it was me and the. Alright. I'm gonna use my dash action to. I'm heading towards that gate at the bottom of the cellar.
Okay.
That's where I'm attempting to get to in the long run. And knowing, because we've passed where the Baron. He's Baron, right?
Governor.
Governor. The governor is multiple times, like, on the way to the cellar. As, like, I'm running in that direction, just going to yell, "Dragon!"
Probably heard
Dragon attack!
and pointing by
Yeah.
just saying as well.
Dragon attack! Dragon's here! Basically.
So,
To anyone in the keep.
you have to pass through where the governor is to get to where you were.
Yeah.
And to get to the location you're going. So you're shouting dragon to everyone in the keep.
Yeah.
You notice that they don't seem surprised by that sentence. Almost
Yeah.
like, it's been flying around since you guys got here and before, and everybody knows. There's just not a lot that they can do about that. Kind of why they hid in a keep. But it'll take you about 4 rounds to get there.
Alright, that's my next.
Yeah, so that's your next 4 turns?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Wolfenite, what are you doing?
Now that I'm descended to one rooftop, I'm going to go try going to the next little rooftop. You said there was a balcony that I could go to?
About a 10-foot jump.
What's the distance to the ground again?
30 feet.
Yeah, about 30 feet.
And what about this? How do I?
The alcove.
This
This
little
is 10
thing.
feet.
That's 10 feet jump as well.
No, that's a 10-foot off the ground jump, so it's about 20 feet lower than you. And it looks like the roof of a well of some kind, maybe.
No.
I mean, you could do that, but I mean, this is on the same level as you. So it's literally just, you gotta jump 10 feet to get there.
Does it look like there's any way he could get down from there?
Yeah.
I mean, he could go into the room that the balcony is connected to.
Okay. I guess I'll do that.
Because technically, so just keep in mind, the balcony where people are standing is on level with him. So the roof of the balcony is actually higher than he was. Or than he currently is. So, I mean, he jumped down to the farthest point he could survive. Or, well, tried to use a rope to get there. If you wanted to jump across, that is a athletics check for jumping.
So no bonuses. Got it.
And you have disadvantage.
That is true. But it's only 10 feet, you know.
Only 10 feet.
I mean, it's not that high a DC.
Okay.
Well, on the plus side, there's lots of people who see you fuck up.
Doesn't a
No,
DC
no,
10 make a
they're looking for
10-foot
the
jump?
Yes, it is a DC 10. So you manage it, just barely. You ribs, and then hey, I made it! And you scramble onto the balcony, and there's a door. It's a like glass doors, very ornate, very pretty. You can try to open them or break them. I mean, your choice at this point. Because that was your whole movement to do that.
You want to open the doors?
I will try turning the handle first before I do what I do.
Conk.
Okay.
They're locked?
Yeah.
I'm going to. What are these metal on the frame of the glass, or is it wood?
The doorknob is metal.
What?
The door handle is metal. The rest
No,
of
he's
it
asking the
is-
frame.
That's not the
Oh,
question.
The frame is all wood.
Okay.
It's wood and glass.
Druidcraft makes the glass fall out.
One sec. Let me double check
Does
something.
have fucking stick. But you know, what do I know?
Well, I'm trying to see if I have any cantrips that are bonus actions. I don't think so.
You
But I
haven't
want to
used
check.
your action.
Oh, I haven't.
You
Oh,
used
okay.
your
then.
movement.
So you can like break the glass still, basically, as your action.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With,
Then-
your walking stick.
Yeah, I guess I'll just use my walking stick.
Roll a hit.
Wait, I don't have a walking stick.
You don't
I have a
quarter-
sickle.
You have a what?
I have a sickle.
Do you have a quarterstaff, Matt?
I don't think I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. So
Okay.
disadvantage on this attack roll?
No.
No, you're not attacking the thing that scared you. I mean,
Okay.
you could technically try to like smash at it with your shield and get a similar effect. Although it'd be an improvised weapon, so that would be more of just a solid strength check. Or you have, you know, a crowbar or a hammer.
I had a nat 1, plus 2. So
Chunk!
I should have done a spell.
This glass is pretty sturdy. Chunk, chunk.
I knew it. I need to rely on spells and not my character's strength.
Or, you know... Well...
I'm not wrong.
No, but you're
I
not
need to
right
only
either.
use spells.
Druids don't have... Anyway. The defenders all hold their action again. Escobert this time is going to try something, although never mind, because it's not within range.
I'm an
Alright,
idiot.
dragon! Hey, look at that! So, big old scary Durgan. And yes, I cut off the music intentionally, because for some reason, my Roll20 is deciding to act completely insane. Yep. Act completely insane. So give me 1 second. I apologize, folks, for the technical difficulties. I am going to refresh. You know, every once in a while, I just want technology to do what it's supposed to do and work 100% of the time like it's fucking supposed to. But, you know,
I have a
that is
I have a
just
question.
too much to ask for. Yes, I have an answer.
So I only used one of my wild form slots, right?
You've only used one that I know of.
So I have one more
Phineas.
still, right?
Does he
Oh,
have...
wait.
No, he summoned his thing twice.
Yeah, no, you summoned it in the port, in the Sally port.
And in the windmill.
Yes.
But didn't we get a short rest, or do I not return
No,
over short
you did
rest?
not.
Okay.
You have not gotten a short rest since.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I had no choice on that one.
By the way, dragon incoming.
By the way, dragon incoming.
Is that the one on there, or?
This big Durgan. Big, massive Durgan.
Okay.
And it flies off, but as it does kill 4 more guards. They're turned to dust. But it is riddled.
13!
Yep. But it is riddled with a lot more arrows, and it is hit once more by Escobart's hammer, which seems to come back to him every time he throws it. Also, oh, yes, and Serial, roll an attack at disadvantage, please. Because you are afeared of it. I'm gonna guess that's not good, as I have to look away to pull up some stat blocks.
Disadvantage, nat 1.
Okay. Well, thankfully, because this was a whole held action, you don't break anything. Yet.
It just kind of spirals somewhere over the wall.
Yeah, you're just... Oh, I missed.
Is there any chance that could come down somewhere in this group over here?
No. You're lucky it doesn't come straight down. On the plus side, though, it is your turn again.
Woohoo! I'm gonna regroup with the rest of the group and reload my crossbows.
So you managed to get to the door with your movement, and your reload is a bonus action.
And hold action for first fucker that wants to come through the gates.
Okay, except you notice that there's no pounding on the gates. There's no there's no sound of siege rams. There's no sound of catapults. It seems that they are literally just letting the dragon do his work. But you still are holding your action for the first enemy that comes in range, so.
Fair enough.
So I mean, yay. Darmy, you're still doing what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. At this point, you run into where the governor was. You notice that no one is here. So, that's something new.
Huh.
SWE, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. All going the same way, right? So I would have been near Darmy at this point.
No, because she can move faster than you.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I was further than you because I descended a wall quicker.
Yeah, I'm just on my third dash, so that's why
It would take, even with like my dash action, like the bonus action dash and like all 3 movements, it would take me 4 rounds to get here.
Yeah, it's going to take you about 5 or 6. Because Darmy does get an additional movement every fucking turn. Because dash, bonus action, dash, move. And you just have dash and move.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, you're...
Yeah, I was just wondering where we were at.
After her. So you and her are technically, like, in here somewhere.
Like, within the confines of the wall.
Yep.
Alright, so... It's funny because the light bulb's gonna come on just now, about the governor.
That he's not there?
Because it's not so much that he's not there, that she kind of has more suspicions. Remember how she blew up on him earlier?
Yes?
It's like the light bulb comes on, and she kind of keeps muttering something about Tiamat, and then just kind of keeps going.
Traitors.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I remember him saying praise Tiamat, but in character,
Praise Bahamut.
Or but sorry, whichever one.
It's the
One of the dragons.
He was praising the good one. He is a worshiper
He's
of
praising
Bahamut.
the good one. But to her, it's just, well, dragons.
So she's a dragon racist. Got it.
Well...
Dragon racist. Got it.
She wouldn't know any better.
That's fine.
Hey,
she can be a dragon racist. I'm not saying she can't.
I'm not gonna judge them by the color of your skin like everybody else does. Oh, you're a blue dragon. Oh, you're a red dragon.
It's not necessarily judging them so much as identifying them. But, you know, whatever, with your SJW...
Or they're all monsters equally.
Okay.
Or not Darmy, but she.
Anyway.
So... yeah. That's sadly it. I mean, because I have to just keep using my turn to run.
Yeah,
so,
kinda.
there we go.
Alright, Wolfenite. The doors are now... are still locked.
Yeah. I'm just gonna magic stone it. I need to rely on only spells. That's what I should have learned.
You literally are the kid throwing
That's
pebbles
first,
through
yeah.
windows. You're a dick.
What?
So you take your 3 magic pebbles and bang, shotgun them.
You kind of went in and out. What'd you say?
You use your magic pebbles. You take all 3 of them. Bang.
Okay.
And the door's
like-
open.
Like shotgun blast the glass out of the way. God damn it!
Yeah.
Walks through.
I'm gonna do something. Okay, now everyone speak.
Hello.
Hi. No,
Nope.
Mason and
No.
Callie have not said anything.
I won't be acknowledged by them. That's fine.
What?
It's fine.
We keep hearing cut out, so we're not following.
Okay, so everyone else just tab out of the call and tab back in. Just say we should do this.
All right.
Your face.
Everyone better?
I mean, I was fine, but apparently you guys are not hearing me all the time. I'm
right,
honestly
let's
gonna
get
blame my
back.
connection, just because my mic is really expensive and really good. Anyway,
Yeah, it's probably a connection somewhere on someone's end.
yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Anyway, defenders hold their action for in range. Lenathon, the blue dragon, comes right back down. Apparently, he has a breath weapon again.
Dragons be scary, yo.
Yeah. Incoming. Yeah.
No, I-
Sadly. An acid, blood, and I love the sound effect. Whoever Macros Abram made it. Just saying.
You were cutting out so hard.
I just credited the people who made the audio. Mason.
Mason?
E.
You can make an attack against a dragon.
Yep. That was. So this. You said with disadvantages, I'm still a fear. That was 19.
Does she and Water of Earth get to roll a wisdom save?
Yes. Everybody should have.
I mean... Oh. Alright. Being indoors, does that matter at this point?
Well, yes. Because you're still scared of it.
Yeah, I was going by the rules. The
The rules say it applies the fear, and you can't willingly move towards it, but you're still frightened. The roll is to not only resist the frightful presence, but it's to remove the fear effect.
I gotcha.
It lasts for like a minute, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, still.
Darmy, you succeeded yours. That's right.
Yeah.
So no, no, and no. However, Cereal, you do hit. Roll damage, please.
What? Mason.
So well, I'm sorry, Cereal. No one watched you do this, but you aim a little higher than the rest of the people. You also aim a little truer, and your bolt sinks right into the chest of Lenathon. It lets out a blood-curdling screech and begins to fly away.
Cool. Time to reload. So I wouldn't have a fear anymore, would I?
No, you're still afraid. You're still frightened.
Well, I wasn't supposed to do that one at disadvantage. I accidentally left that on.
Oh, then no. At 21, no, you'd be fine. But, so... Hey! You also start to hear... Roll me a perception check, actually. You hear Let's see if I can find an audio for this. Hey, I like audios, and they are fun.
Add to the immersion. The immersion.
God damn it, Cali Cat. Like, it doesn't help that we keep calling you Cali Cat, but you know.
I'm contributing.
Cali Cat the fishy fish.
I mean, fair.
Or what you eat, so it kind of makes sense.
I'm gonna leave that one up to everyone's imagination.
I say nothing.
I see where you all went with that. I see what you did there.
Let's see.
Last Fox Hunt, at least.
I don't. That makes me sad. Why is there not anything? Oh, man. Anyway. So you guys, well, Serial, you hear the sound of a horn blowing in the distance. And, actually, well, I could do that. Well, you hear the sound of a horn blowing in the distance, and then you hear a cheer go up from the walls, but the people are still firing. What do you do?
I hear a horn?
A horn.
Well, then I'll shout out what I heard while I reload my crossbow.
Okay.
Anyone else hear a horn?
You're drowned out by the sounds of cheering from the wall.
Ah, reinforcements are here. I
you
would
don't
guess.
know. But you still have a movement.
I'm gonna get to the doorway over here.
Okay. So, Darmy, you're running through the halls, although it's gotten noticeably quieter from outside.
I'm gonna...
And you did hear the blood-curdling dragon screech.
And we would have heard the cheering, right? Because just out of curiosity, because...
Can we hear the cheering? That's a good...
horn.
No. You did hear the horn. You don't hear the cheering, mostly because by this point you're too far in to hear the cheering. The horn was just loud, and there were several of them. And the dragon screech was the loudest sound you guys have heard, aside from the destruction of, its lightning breath shattering stone.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna wait with my action to see if there's any, more noise.
Stop. You listen. Roll me a perception check.
I'm going to perception.
You hear something. It's not screaming.
It's noise, but it's not screaming.
It's not the sounds of battle. Not really. But it's something. You don't...
I'll use 30 feet to meet up with She of Water and Earth. My movement to meet up.
SWE, you're moving along and then you see Darmy come running towards you.
Well, my reaction depends on whether I pass my wisdom save, so...
Okay.
Could I try to do that?
At the end of your turn, yes.
At the end, not the beginning?
Correct. It's always the end. For fear, to get rid of fear.
Meaning you are still afeared for the moment.
Yeah, so she's still afeared. So, yeah, it's kind of funny because, Darby starts running towards her, and then, she just keeps running by her.
I'm just gonna let her keep running that way. I'm kind of, not...
Yeah,
full tilt 90 movement, but like the
It depends. Are you saying anything? Are you like trying to get her attention, or
no,
are you...
I'm more gonna go back and see if tentatively wait to see what happens. Sound like the dragon may have left.
I mean,
But
fair
do you
enough,
tell
fair
her that? That's what I'm trying to.
I'm gonna say
Your assumption.
Big Fish might be gone.
You see, she like kind of slide, like trying to stop herself, and kind of look at you curiously. She's actually trying to hide behind you, and she's much bigger.
Oh yeah, I'm like 5'2".
Exactly. Yeah. So she's like kind of trying to hide behind you. She's like on all fours, like cowered behind you. It's actually kind of
sad.
Sad to see such a big creature actually just mortally terrified. And you just see her like kind of cock her head, and she's reaching into her bag, and like one of the various dead rats she's kind of nomming on like timidly.
Let's head this way slowly.
SWE. Roll. What are you doing?
Well, she's gonna follow Darmy.
Roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Nope.
No.
No.
She is utterly terrified. But
on the plus side, you don't actually know if this is closer or not, so.
You could follow. If you make line of sight with it, you know that's the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, closer you met.
Like, towards the dragon. You don't know which way the dragon is, so you can move.
Pretty much wherever you want.
Yeah. In this particular case, yeah, like I said, right now she's just following Darmy for the moment.
Okay. Wolfenite, anything you'd like to do? Now that you hear the cheering and the horn and saw the dragon screech and fly off?
Yeah, I'm still gonna go inside this house.
Inside the keep.
Actually, where am I? Can I roll a perception to find out what I've entered now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Will I fear this?
I don't know why. You're just looking around a room.
Depends whose room. That was a fancy glass door. Disadvantage on perception.
Yes.
We're also under attack. Fuck them.
No.
Well, it's a room. And it's got a big bed. And lots of furniture. And it looks very nice. Aside from the now destroyed glass doors.
Maybe the governor.
I mean, he could assume that.
Okay.
Just saying, you know, you kind of broke into the fanciest looking room you could find.
Oh, Matt, when are you planning on multi-classing into Rogue?
You know what? Thought always rose to my mind.
I bet it did. So what do you do in here?
There's a door to leave this room, I'm guessing, that goes further into the building? Okay, I'm going to go through there.
Okay, you could go through there and you look to your right and there's a set of stairs leading down.
Okay.
That's my movement.
Yes.
Alright, so...
I go to bottom story of building.
So, as the three of you inside the keep start moving outward, you hear the cheering and the roaring and the shouting. You also do not hear any sounds of combat anymore. You don't see a dragon in the sky. Escobert seems to be shouting something in Dwarvish, which I don't know how many of you speak Dwarvish.
I think I speak Elvish.
Big fish.
Anyway. But
I don't speak.
He's pumping his hammer triumphantly. As you all come out, you all see Ciriel still there, kind of like...
I yelled at Cereal. Dragon gone?
It left after I put a bolt in its chest.
Yeah, she is.
That's more concerning than I think it actually should be.
I agree. Big lizards don't usually run that easy.
Yeah,
You weren't the only
Yes.
one shooting it.
that's fair.
There were
She
a
is,
lot of you.
stopping the rat.
Again, I quote, big lizards don't run that easily.
She takes a bite of the rat and goes, "Doesn't it fly?" And then it like keeps munching, completely not understanding.
Careful, you're wasting our currency.
As she drops the rat like completely, which probably hits the floor in a messy, grotesque scene. And then you see her just swoop like what remains of it back in the bag, wiping her mouth.
That's brilliant. At the same time, horrifying. Mason, Callie, you both get an inspiration for that.
I had an inspiration. Is question: could I use this inspiration on my? Could I use an inspiration on my wisdom save?
You can.
Well, it's almost over, so.
You could.
And then just have that inspiration still on tap.
Well, yeah, that's why I was asking because I already have one.
Right, because I still have one too.
Well, so yes, you can, Callie.
Okay, well, that's how we'll play it since it'll.
Anyway, Wolfenite, you're the last to catch up, but you saw the end of that whole interaction, and you did hear the dragon is gone.
Oh, thank
Is
God.
the dragon gone?
That's the thing.
I mean, everyone's cheering.
I'm more worried.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Be confused. That's half my fun. After a minute, Escobert comes down from the parapet, and he looks to Serial, who's the only one of you who is armed for long-range combat.
Yeah.
And he walks up to Serial and claps him on the arm, because that's about as high as he can reach. I knew you had it in you to be a dragon fighter. Never let them see you shit your pants.
What?
Are you telling me you need a new pair of breeches there, my friend?
I'm telling you nothing.
Okay, that is actually kind of funny. So I'm guessing the fear effect's over after a minute,
Yes.
right?
Actually,
All right, I am no longer.
as Escobert approaches you guys, it drops. His glowing light is still very active. And you guys
So
are no
the
longer
governor's
afraid.
not in his not in the keep.
Of course
far as
he
I-
ain't. Why would he be there? We have a perfectly good basement and dungeon. That is like below ground.
Huh?
Come on.
She is kind of cocking her head and going, "So the governor doesn't fight? Like, what is up with this?" She ran away because she's scared and like totally understands running away, but like hiding doesn't quite make sense. Like in here, it's like the dragon's
the
coming.
coward is literally judging another coward.
Oh yeah,
Is that how this?
Total.
Is that how this is happening right now?
oh,
Yes.
that's she. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I have a team full of cowards, man. I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh,
I
she's.
mean, it was dragon. What do you expect? Literally dragon.
Here's the thing.
There's a lot of things I expect.
Actually being scared.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, with half the jokes we make, it's always dragging on.
Yeah.
No.
Dragging it up. There's
Oh.
that show for you. But anyway, so you all are led down to where the governor is, and he is there along with all the rest of the wounded, and the young and the old, the people who couldn't fight for obvious reasons. And so you look down at, you're brought down below and taken before him, and he's sitting in a dungeon cell on a bench with still all of his bandages and coverings because he is wounded, severely so. And Escobar pushes Serial to the front of the group. This man is the one who fought the dragon hardest. His bolts what fell the beast. Well, made the beast fall back. And the governor looks at you. Is this true?
I shot a bolt and it hit home. I can't say much else.
Well, for such honesty and for such bravery, I suppose a reward is due. He looks to it.
And hold on, as he says reward, she kind of goes over to Serial and just reaches into her bag and hands one of her rats. Totally nodding vigorously and looking just awe-inspired by this feat.
You get dead rat to my inventory.
Add one
Dead rat.
inventory, please.
Yep, one dead rat.
I'm down to 10, sadly.
His name is
Oh, more like 10 and a half, because I've eaten part of one.
So, anyway, that interesting bit aside, the governor just kind of, right. And he hands you 4 healing potions. Cereal.
Woohoo! I have a way to keep myself alive.
Valid point!
They are just the basic potions of healing. They're 2d4 plus 2. But, I mean, healing potions.
Still something to keep my ass alive.
Sustainability!
I have a
Yeah.
question.
I have an answer.
Is there just a bench in this dungeon that's unoccupied by not someone who's dying?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna proceed to die on that bench now. Take a nice nap. I don't care.
Just watch the druid walk over to a bench, just lays on it, and just slowly hear snoring.
I'm gonna do druid craft as I sit down too. I'm gonna make some little vines of ivy just grow on it. And just sleep.
Alright, so you do that, just bonk.
Yep.
Oh.
It's that time of the day.
As he's doing that, she cocks her head and kind of shuffles over a little bit. Still kind of afraid. Her skin still has that purplish tone. And she reaches into her bag and, of course, grabs out one of the delicious items and kind of tucks it there so that he has something to sleep with.
Wait. By delicious item, do you mean another rat or something else?
It is
The children.
It's
I'm
a rat.
half hoping it's just a random kobold paw.
Like a kobold hand!
Sadly, I don't have one of those. I only have rats on me.
Oh, God.
A chunk of cultist!
She takes the time to lovingly wrap his hand around it.
Just there. There you go.
Kind of pat.
My character's so dead tired, he does not care.
He is dead to the world.
Oh my god!
Okay.
That was great.
Alright, then. So, the governor looks to you all. Well, there are rooms aplenty here in the keep, and we can rest the rest of the night away. I thank you, Serial, right?
Yes.
I thank you for your bravery, and you are to be commended. Henceforth you shall be known as Dragon's Bane in this fine town. So you are now Serial Dragon's Bane, protector of Green Nest.
Nice.
You now have a title. He looks to the two of you that are still conscious. Roll an insight check.
Insight check?
wait,
Yeah.
I will check.
SWE, you get disadvantage because you're not used to reading emotions off of people.
I get advantage on these.
Huh?
I gain advantage on insight.
Yeah, you're not used to reading people.
I got a 10, middle of the road.
You can't really tell much. Dermy, you know that he's looking at you and your companion like you're scum and cowards, and like if it not for the fact that you were with Serial, he'd probably throw you in jail or have you executed for cowardice in the face of the enemy. I mean, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not like we saved their mill, saved their bacon, saved everything else. But
I mean,
I can't. I don't know that. Obviously, she.
Yeah.
I'm asleep. Man.
But I mean, there's that. Although he doesn't outright say anything, he just kind of looks at you.
And his incompetence of like letting people get inside the fort and like backstab us. Yeah, let's not talk numbers.
I mean, you want to talk numbers? He held a keep against a dragon and an army.
Oh, no,
That's
he did
fair.
Nothing. That's the thing.
A general gets all
That's
the credit and
That's
all the
everything
blame.
else. Yes, exactly.
So
He wasn't the general, though. Just saying.
he's in charge.
Yeah, he was
Me and my
generally
sleeping.
hit and was wounded.
He's in
Anyway,
charge,
I'm
so
gonna make my way to the armory and fix my hand crossbow and replenish my bolts.
easy.
I'll follow Serial.
All right, so you follow Serial into the armory.
I'm restocking my arrows, basically.
Okay.
She finally getting a moment is going to finally do a bit of cooking because I have a rat stew to make for everyone.
Okay.
Good boy.
So you have a rat stew to be making, and you are making it.
9.5 rat stew.
Did you roll a cooking check yet?
Would you love me to?
I mean, you said you were cooking. You have a set of cooking utensils.
All right, then normal, and I think you just click cooking.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's cooking utensils.
Okay. All right.
So, it's not the best you've ever made, but it's passable, and it's passable enough that like the people around you are like because it smells better than anything they've probably eaten.
The last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
least in the last couple hours, and it's warm, and
Is willing to share some of her rat stew.
You know, it
And-
smells less like burnt soldier than anything else.
that too.
She will share some of the 9 rat stew, but you hear her muttering about how it's like lacking kobold and other ingredients.
The first people who ask for a share immediately give their share to the elderly and children.
Alright. She's gonna look at the child and you just see her grin. She's like,
Good.
and you kind of get the impression that she's like, grow up strong and delicious.
It's soothing, but kind of concerning at the same time.
Yeah, it's a wide grin, like totally wolfish, almost ear to ear. It's creepy. It's creepy.
Cereal, you're approached by a little human kid, boy or girl, you can't really tell because they're dressed in pants and a loose-fitting shirt. But he, or they rather, approach you and are like watching you with like wide eyes and just can't believe they're looking at a hero, and they're like far enough away so that they can run when they're noticed, but it's definitely they're following you and watching you and just
I'm gonna play it cool and just keep doing my usual thing, taking care of weapons and such, the usual routines.
Darmy, you noticed the fuck out of this. They're
Yeah,
not, they're not stealthy at all, and it's pretty obvious to even you. And you're not
just
even
like,
the center of the attention.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna do what Tio's doing, like weapon maintenance, get blood off of like weapons, and
yes, there is a grin on Serial's face.
Eventually, the rat stew is quickly consumed with SWE sharing. I assume she saves enough for her school.
At least gonna save a little bit for the adventuring companions, but
Yeah.
it's like there's a little bit saved, but it looks like somebody had a portion of each one.
Roll me 2d20s, please.
D20s?
Yes.
Alright. I'll just hit advantage and then
Yeah.
you hit. Okay, oh wait, it's just a... Here, let's roll D20.
So you're
Okay, that's a
able to
16.
feed 16 people with your stew, aside from you and the rest of the party. Oh, excuse
Okay.
me, make that 22.
That's 2d20s, so 22 people's pretty good.
Yeah. That's not including the 4 of you.
The portions left over is probably... Yeah, I would say she just saved a portion for everyone, honestly.
Yeah,
I can make another batch using rations or something, but...
Yeah, there's nothing left. I mean, you can see people who find, like, parts of tails are a little grossed out, but, you know, it's sustenance.
My plan was to fry those up like bacon bits, but...
Yeah, well, they're a little disgusted, but, you know.
it tastes decent.
It's edible.
It's edible, which is better to say than some food.
So, anyway,
But,
she's,
yeah.
I am going to save a portion for, again,
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
So, Serial and Darmy, as you guys come back from the armory, trailing a entourage of, like, 6 children at this point, all of whom are just looking at Serial just...
Starry-eyed.
Yeah.
As Serial comes back, she'll hand him a portion and just look at the little ones and be like, "Are you gonna eat them?"
Are you gonna eat those?
Looking at you, the children scatter. Hearing that question and looking at you, they scatter like cockroaches when the lights come on. Just vanishing among the crowd, some running to the arms of mothers and fathers. One in particular goes over to a soldier who is not doing well, let's say, and like sits down next to him and puts his unbandaged arm like over her body and like just kind of stares, like watching you now, SWE.
She has that stupid grin on her face as, again, Serial gets a portion.
He's gonna go sit in a corner while he eats and then pass out in said corner.
You find that the cell that Wolfenite has occupied mostly for himself is left alone and for you guys to use. The straw on the floor is fresh. It's not the most comfortable sleep you've ever had, but it's dry, it's warm, and it's
sleep.
Yeah. Although you do notice a suspicious lack of doors in this prison right now. There's no cell doors on any of these cells except one. And in that cell is a kobold.
Oh, fun.
Oh, hey, ingredients. I'll make her happy.
That's your response. Alright. This is gonna... No, she has already eaten, so we can't eat the kobold. But we can save him for later.
All right.
As she tells Darmy.
Okay.
The nod, like, alright.
Yeah.
And then hands Darmy a portion of the soup.
Yep.
And you actually see her kind of looking into the remains, what the little dregs of stew. And there's a moment where you kind of see a flash of intelligence for once, as she's looking back. She's just thoughtfully looking into the stew, the remains.
Like how
of it. Just kinda
to improve this.
Well, you're not quite sure what the reaction is. There's an almost sadness going on. She looks. You see her shimmy, and she's looking at the sleeping people in the room, and she just looks like she's afraid to sleep almost. Now is the impression you're getting.
Huh.
Like it's all over, and she just can't.
Seem to sleep.
Go on, I'm not interrupting. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was letting Darmy react appropriately.
Yeah,
Oh,
just waiting.
That's it. She
Asking-
doesn't move. It's almost like a paralyzing kind of fear.
Don't want to sleep.
As she cocks her head, it's the fifth night, is what you hear her say as she kind of starts scraping the bottom, kind of cleaning the bed.
Okay.
She's exhausted at this point. 2 barbarian rages, nearly dying.
You find the paws of all the rats have sunk to the bottom.
You see her take a bite of one and crunch on it thoughtfully.
Fifth night of what?
It's like a pork rind.
Hold on. The world, cold, lightning, fire, she says, taking a bite, and so many eyes. I came here to find out about eyes, she says, taking another bite of the rat paws, and you just hear the crunching throughout the entire room.
Yeah, a couple of the guards start readying their weapons and looking nervously at you guys, but don't move. So, I assume you guys eventually find your rest?
Yeah. I'm just gonna think on this interesting info.
Did you push a portion of the soup next to Wolfenite's head there?
Wolfenite will have indeed a bit of the stew, and for flavor, because you got to flavor the stew, she puts it next to the rat and puts its tail in there. Stir with the tail.
Literally making it inedible.
Anyway.
I mean, most of those rats that she's carrying were already kind of charred, so they're kind of cooked.
No, they're dirty. They're dirty. That's not how cooking works, Mason.
I mean, this rat that's ended up in your stew is definitely dirty. The ones that she's cleaned and cooked actually were probably all right, but
yeah, actually, because they didn't have any diseases that you knew of.
Yeah.
Also, most bacteria is burned away in the cooking process. The heat gets
Yeah, but I mean, you just dip the tail of the.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. It's gone. I've been asleep for over 8 hours.
Well,
Oh yeah.
This isn't
this is only a
healthy
couple
anymore.
Hours. But anyway,
So short rest then? Not
no,
rest?
you got this. You've only been asleep a couple hours. At most, because you went straight in and died. This has been going on for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours.
I know.
Yeah, probably by the time
I wake up, though.
Yeah, by the time you wake up.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
yeah, she is actually probably not even. She's going to fight off sleep as long as possible, kind of finding her own little corner and huddling there.
Roll me a
Kind of
Constitution saving
right.
throw then to fight off
Sure.
sleep. Do you have a point of
hold on.
exhaustion?
Got removed from so I shouldn't have one right now.
Okay.
Make a Constitution check as soon as I go to core. Saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. 12.
The day has just been too stressful. It has been too much for you and your raging barbarian-like body. You are the last to go to sleep in the whole of the dungeons, aside from the guards who were assigned, overnight.
Night duty.
But aside from them, you're the only one awake, and then finally you just...
Yeah. As she passes out, I have her gnawing on a bit of bone as a necklace or whatever. She's just kind of gnawing on it as she falls asleep.
Fair enough. You guys are able to get a full night's rest, remove any points of exhaustion. You are all benefited from a long rest. And you have completed Chapter 1 of Horde of the Dragon Queen. Congratulations.
The dragon has ran off, and yeah.
Mason, you get 50 XP for fighting and driving away the dragon. The rest of you get 25.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
I said that's fair.
You ran. You're cowards.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a freaking dragon. What do you expect for what level?
See, this is the funny thing.
I have
Almost
the EXP
nobody
shirt turned on.
roleplays. And almost nobody roleplays actually being frightened when you're frightened. So
Yeah,
I actually
it's like-
accept it. Because
It's like,
most
oh
people
yeah,
just
a dragon, you're frightened. Yeah, we're going to go chase down the dragon still.
But yeah, my thought process on it was panicked running away from the dragon toward the stairs while panic firing into the crowds of enemies.
you fought while basically shooting, and like it's kind of like your warrior instinct took over a little bit.
Yeah,
and you're
I
doing a
basically
fighting
took the
retreat.
cornered dog approach.
Yeah, it's a fighting retreat. But
And
Yeah, but none of the other guards did that, even though we established like all but 4 and our paladin were frightened.
true.
so from a
There is-
roleplay standpoint, the guards are some of the bravest motherfuckers out there.
Right?
Or they are some of the most nihilistic motherfuckers, as we're gonna die
But-
whether we run or fight.
You get my point. I mean, it's yeah.
I mean, there's many different ways to play fear. There is definitely the hopelessness of I have to stand my ground because no matter what I do, I die, which is
Exactly.
the Starship Trooper approach to fear, which
I'm doing my part.
I think in most militaries would be common. In all
People
fairness,
desert and run.
But I'm not
It doesn't
military.
matter.
well,
And
the
to be
guards
fair,
were.
Garland, we are
The guards were. Darmy is very much in character with the I will save my own skin. But
Yeah.
you, on the other hand, that was a bit of a surprise. I pictured you more for the nihilistic, if I'm going to die, I'm taking you with me, or I'm at least going to try.
Oh no, that's the thing. I remember I said that she will ultimately go for survival before anything else.
Yeah, true.
And it's not necessarily fight to the death, it's run away. And she even had a plan.
I had a plan too, actually.
Anyway. But you guys have completed Chapter 1 of Tyranny of Dragons. Congratulations.
Woo!
By the
So,
way,
do we get anything for that one dude in the crowd that I shot earlier?
yes, Mason, you gain an additional 25 XP. Congratulations. Wolfenite, you gain an additional 25 XP for creative descent.
It was the closest way for me to get the fuck out of there.
Darmy, you
Kill the window.
gain
He gets
25 because you not only creatively dissented, but you also used your abilities to their fullest extent. So that's creative.
Trying to get out.
Yeah.
I had a really fun idea if I actually made it to the, out of the cellar in time.
SWE, you also gain 25 XP for trying to, help other soldiers, run. And, wasting a whole turn doing that. And managing to convince one guy, although he didn't make it very far, he died in that first group.
Aw.
Oh,
He was turned to
Or did-
dust.
I knew it was going to happen to him specifically.
Yeah.
I think this might be a good idea.
And
What's the term for turning
vaporized.
something solid to gas immediately? There's a word for
Vaporized?
it. No, that's turning it from like into a dust. There's a term.
Evaporated?
No, that's from liquid to gas. There's a term from a solid to a gas.
I don't know.
Oh,
Disintegrated.
I see,
My
because
si-
when I
my
see ash,
science
I
doesn't
use
rest in-
incinerated, but
Yeah, my science interests
Degree is
don't
in-
lie that direction.
So disintegrated.
I mean, yeah, kind of. That would work.
I think that's the term.
Sublimate.
Yeah, sublimated.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I
Sublimate.
both just Googled it at the same time.
I got to it before. I was like in the middle of it. I'm like, it's called sublimation. I didn't even Google it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you're fake.
didn't even know that word, so. Congratulations.
Sorry, science.
Congratulations, now you do, you fucking writer. You have something to add to your goddamn repertoire.
Well, now I have to go find how to fucking spell it, because I'm a dyslexic as fuck writer. But anyway.
Sublimatation.
Sublimation.
Stop spelling things! It doesn't help!
at least
Mason's like that one teacher. Like if I yell at them quick enough and long enough, they'll learn.
Yeah, kind of. Anyway, guys, that's where we'll stop for today. I know it's a shorter session, but I definitely need to do a lot of reading into Chapter 2 before I feel comfortable running it. But, thank you guys, our lovely audience, for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this latest episode of Tyranny of Dragons. We shall be here next week, same time, same great place, same great cast. Maybe they will be a lot more alive next time. You never know what could happen.
we were the heroes, just saying. Or we ran away. Also just saying, that's what heroes do.
Anyway,
No,
once more.
Do you live to fight? Do you run and live to fight another day?
Or, do you
or
go out
die
in a blaze of
hero?
glory?
Die a
My
hero or
character's
live or run and
terrified of
live?
dragons. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna deal with that shit.
My character has a grudge against them, so...
Yeah, that's very in character.
Yep. So, once more, give it up for our amazing cast. Serial, the fighter, played by Mr. Mason.
Hola!
SWE, the barbarian, played by the lovely Cali Cat. Wolf,
Remember, always eat your rats.
don't actually eat rat.
Just
Don't.
eat rats.
Don't,
But the trick is, you cut the tail up really fine,
don't,
fry 'em up
don't
like
do
bacon.
it. Don't.
and then you use that with a
Do
little
not
bit of
try
butter and
this at
flour
home.
at the bottom of your stew.
Do
Do
not,
not
do
listen
not
to
try
anything
this
that
at
she
home.
recommends.
And-
You just disclaimer at the
No.
beginning of the episode. None of these cooking recipes should be applied at home.
Yeah. None of the cooking advice we give you should be applied at home if you cannot find it in a cookbook.
Come on, the rat cookbook?
There's no such thing anywhere ever.
Squirrel is though.
See,
Squirrel
that's
is
the thing.
not a rat.
It's a rodent.
It's a tree
It's
rat.
Tree
not a
rodent.
rat.
If you make
Anyway.
it out of rats, it's
Anyway.
called a so,
Wolf and
Wolfenite, played by the lovely Matt.
I have a song.
Why do
Too
you have a
bad.
song?
No, I have a song. It's for She of Water.
Okay, we
Oh.
can say that later.
Yeah.
No, you can't just tell me to shut up.
I mean, I can.
I can't.
We're trying to end a stream, damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine then. Never mind.
you can always post it in the Discord.
Yes, that is true. And finally,
It's a ditty.
And finally, the lovely Darmelia, our rogue, played by the ever inquisitive Eric.
Oh, see you guys next week.
See y'all next week.
Thank you all
That's
for
fine.
watching, and we'll see you next time on Tyranny of Dragons.